Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. Let's get to it, huh? This is the tarot reading that is really aimed at people who are very, very serious about their tarot. Now, I've done tarot for over 20 years, astrology for over 50. Both are individually powerful tools. Astrology is the science of cycles. If you know the cycles, if you understand the cycles, you can, with a relative degree of accuracy, if you want to say predict events, although if you're familiar with the cycle, it's really not prediction, but you can kind of get the flavor for the events in a given period. Very, very helpful. Tarot does not work that way. Tarot is the science of potential. You see here on your screen 5 cards. It's all you're going to see. You're not going to see pictures of me. You're not going to see funny creatures crawling all over the screen. You're not going to see animation. This is the antithesis of typical tarot readings. The focus is the 5 cards. The focus is the frequency of the 5 cards. That is the energy at this point. So, that's what we focus on. Because to manifest, you need to focus. We live in a world full of distractions. They keep coming day after day after day after day, and it's intended because the distractions pile up, and after a while, people become confused, and then after a while, they just kind of opt out. They just kind of turn off their brain, which is exactly the plan. The puppet masters in the world are destroying the economies of the entire planet. They're playing with the banking system. They're playing with the government system. They're playing with the media system. They're playing with everything. Your food isn't food anymore. You could go to a grocery store and there's not a single thing there that is fit to eat. It's all loaded with all kinds of chemicals, preservatives, let alone how long the food product sits out there. Like, for example, fruits and vegetables. Within 3 days, you've lost most of your nutrition. After 3 days out of the field, they're not even at the store. Sometimes your produce is several weeks, maybe even a month or so. So the nutritional value in the foods, because of all the pesticides and chemicals that they use when they're planting them, kills most of the nutrition and fills the food with poisons. Now, whatever little stuff there is left in terms of nutrition is gone after 3 days. In fact, I just saw information about a recent study, Ag Department study, that shows that now, as opposed to what we got in stores 40 years ago, the food we have today is 10% as nutritious. In other words, 90% of nutrition is gone. Plus, we have the poisons. That's what I'm saying. So with all this stuff, they want to confuse you. They want to mess you because they want you to give up. And the biggest thing they want you to give up is what our card says, our oracle card, the one in the middle. That's peace. Stop and think for a minute. How important is the concept of peace? What would your life be like if you had true peace in your life? Your life would be totally different. Your value system would be totally different. Your experience would be totally different. But the puppet masters are keeping peace away from you. Because if you lead a peaceful life, you're a problem for them. And I am telling you point blank, I've said it a number of times, the rest of this year and into 2025 will be an ass kicker period. They are ready to bring the world to its knees. And so the worm has turned, the screws are tightening right now. Right now. And either you go strive for peace, and I mean true peace, not avoidance, but true peace, that soul centering, You got nothing. The meme for today comes from Bertrand Russell. He says, neither a man nor a crowd nor a nation can be trusted to act humanely or to think sanely under the influence of fear. That's what happened in Germany with the Nazis. The guy who was their media guru there at Nuremberg, when asked, how did you get the whole country into this frenzy? He said, simple, we just scared them. That's all it takes. The minute we get scared, we lose peace. And we lose the ability to act humanely and to think sanely. Let's get to the reading. Let's see if we can't help you find some peace. Oh, by the way, the numbers up in the right-hand corner, 2 and 3. 2 is making a decision. 3 is lining up the mind, body, spirit energies, right? Kind of get them all work together. Mind, body, spirit, the human trinity. And then the 2 and 3 equal a 5. You're ready for a change. You're ready for a change. So we go up to the first card. It is the Justice card. Fairness, logic, truth, balance. We're not getting any of those things. Not getting any of those things anymore. They either censor the information or they radically change the information. So it's a lie. Not true, not holding any truth in it whatsoever. But then, you can't trust anybody to act humanely or think sanely with great fear. That's what they're doing. They're taking away your peace so you can't think straight. You can't find your ass with both hands. They want to put you in that position, and many people are. Many people are there. Been there for several years. The answer is the next card, however. This is the Chariot card. Basically, the Chariot card talks about direction. Willpower, self-control, focus. Here is a guy in a chariot, and he has these two lion-type sort of kind of animals, whatever, and they're pulling the chariot. And you see the Big Dipper behind him. You see the Caduceus, the healing. This man is moving forward. He knows where he's going. He's not there yet, but he knows where he's going. So while you are looking for justice, fairness, truth, basically you're looking for your peace. You gotta do it with the Chariot card. And the Chariot card is doing it by intuition. Feels his way. Next card over is the Five of Pentacles. Pentacles are things that we value, and I'm not talking about money or houses or clothes or cars or any of that. I'm talking about real value. Health, joy, peace, things that money cannot buy. Remember an interview with Mike Tyson, who was a vicious fighter. In fact, in his heyday was really kind of a jerk. But he settled, and he said in the interview, just done a few years ago, most peaceful time he had in his life was when he was in prison. After an illustrious career as a boxer, did something, went to prison. At that point, he had nothing, and he said, you know what? I had peace. And I think that's something that he did not experience very much in his life. He was very much like this card, Five of Pentacles. The reason this guy is going through agony is he is not choosing to look at his value system. What's important to this guy? I mean, in earlier versions of this Five of Pentacles, you see that he and a lady are going past a church. It's winter time. They're not dressed properly for winter. The guy it looks like he's crippled. He's got a crutch. And they're walking past the church with the light on. Those are the Five Pentacles behind him. They could go into the church, and if nothing else, at least they could lay on a pew, get sleep, stay warmer, but they don't. They keep struggling. This is ultimate confusion from great fear. Nah, I'm not worth it. The final card is the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, twos are always decisions. Swords are always thoughts, ideas, philosophy. And you see where the eyes are covered, the swords, which are information, data points, across his heart. And they got the sliver moon in the back. What that says is he is, or she is, looking for guidance. Can't pay attention to feelings. Can't pay attention to the data because it's false. So you have to go with intuition, which is not feelings. Two different things. Emotion and intuition are two different things. The Two of Swords is making a decision to follow his or her intuition because they're looking for peace, the ultimate spiritual gift. Peace. Again, going back to what I said at the beginning, imagine what your life would be like if you truly had inner peace. That's what you need to focus on. So that wraps up the interview and the discussion about manifesting tarot for today. Back again tomorrow. Between now and the next time you and I get together, peace and blessings.